We are live. Good morning. What's up? Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 694. I'm like, what am I going to say? What am I going to say as I stare at this coffee? Yummy, delicious coffee. Good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 694. Ed is here. Boston Smoke. Good morning. Been listening to the podcast for over a month. Love the content. Boston Smoke. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thanks for jumping on and saying good morning. Um, it's Thursday already, and I'm kind of excited. We're going into a weekend where I can get caught. Like I say, get caught up. I say that every morning. Jenny's with us. Jenny, good. We're gonna rip some Topps Pro Debut this morning. I'm not gonna rip the whole box, but we'll rip some packs. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Victor, what is up? Good morning. The Topps Pro Debut. We're gonna rip some Pro Debut this morning. Good coffee. George, what is up for the second time today? It's a new day for me. It's the same day for George, as he was with us this morning for him, last night for us in the States. Let's see. Oh, yes. Thank you, Jenny. Maybe that's why I never get caught up. What was I doing again? So yeah, I was talking about getting caught up. I say that every morning. I need to get caught up, but basically, I am caught up. Well, I'm never caught up, but I am caught up. What's up, Stacks and Packs? So when I have, let me try to explain this without talking in circles. When I have like card shows or when I travel out of town, like even a day puts me behind. So I need to get caught up. So when I'm like this weekend, I have no plans. So I won't. So it's not that I'm getting caught up. It's that I won't get behind, if that makes any sense. My computer's giving me issues today. I think it ran an update overnight because I had to enter all my passwords again, like to YouTube, to Gmail, to Twitter, which is really annoying. Like that's why I save my passwords. I need to hire like a computer assistant, like just somebody that knows how to do tech stuff. Like, hey, make sure your battery's charged so that when you're breaking a box live on YouTube, your battery on your phone doesn't die and the stream just ends with 3 packs to open. That's what happened last night during the Topps Pro Debut. Or hey, this is how you set your computer up to not have to enter your damn password, because I have different passwords for everything, and it's like, oh, what's my password? DR, what's up? Found a second Brady Fleer rookie, a second Kershaw update rookie, and a Max Scherzer update rookie. Sold all last night and this morning. Officially in the black on this purchase, and that took you like no time at all. That's awesome. Those are the best. Those are the best. David, good morning. Paige and Deanie Bean are with us. Terry, what's up? Victor says, I have my son as my techie. There, see, I just have a dog, and my wife's really busy. My wife's much more techie than I am, but she's busy with work, and the dog doesn't know computers. My dog can't even turn a computer on. Chris, what's up? I literally was just watching the Pro Debut video and was like, what? Yeah, that's what happened. My phone went dead, and I knew going in. So I had I had charged my phone yesterday afternoon before I did the WWE breaks. It's like I need to charge this so I can, because I did 6 hanger boxes of Heritage WWE when they came in. So it's like I'm going to put this on the charger so I have enough juice to get me through the WWE Heritage hanger box break. And then we did that. We got through it. I made dinner, and I think I opened a second Pro Debut box before I ripped live. And so I'm like, I better put this on the charger, put it on the charger, but it wasn't enough. So there we go. Phone died with like 3 packs to go. You missed out on an autograph. It was a dud. It was just a $5 base auto of Gabriel Rodriguez, I think, or Gabriel Arias. I can't remember. There was a gold parallel in one of the packs also, which kind of surprised me. It was like the last pack. It was a gold paper parallel. I can't remember who the player was. Again, it wasn't like a big name. Let's see. Jenny says, and that's why Bo is not a breaker, so do not tell him to be. Right? Yeah. I don't even know how to like set the I can't even set one camera up to do a break, let alone trying to do two. I don't know. Herman's got a great setup, and I'm jealous of Herman. Where is Herman? I don't think Herman's popped in the chat yet. I'm envious of his setup because it's like, well, what am I gonna do now? And I have like a breaker table, which is just my coffee table in the rec room. That's what I used last night. But then I'm like hunched over, and I can't do like long breaks because I'm like hunched over like this, and then my back and shoulders get sore. So that could also be that I'm getting older. Who knows? Flawed Thinker, what's up? Was in a break last night and tried desperately to trade my team, and nobody would trade. Ended up hitting multiple autos. So I have a breaker story, and I've probably only participated in a dozen, well, probably more than that. Let's just say 20 breaks, which I know is a lot for some people, but it's like, oh, I did that last week. So back in 2015, 2016, and this is how I met the guys at Real Breaks, Ryan and Tom. I was breaking with them, and I think I was on, I not the very first Real Breaks break, but like one of the first couple, when they were just doing it on Facebook, long before they had brick and mortar shops, before they became like one of the biggest breakers in America. So I was in a break, and it was one of the hit products, and it was a random, and it was whatever product has like those booklets. Okay, so it's a random break, and and I think the break price, I think it was like $50 a team. So I get the Royals in this break, and I get like some, a few cards that are worth a couple dollars. Certainly not worth $50. Them's the breaks, right? So, however, there was a 10 auto monster booklet pulled. Okay. So there's 10 on there. There's Mike Trout. There's Bryce Harper. There's Chris Bryant. And this is like 2015-16. So Chris Bryant was like one of the top cards back then. So, and there was 10, including Alex Gordon of the Kansas City Royals. Now, how the break worked was, if they pulled a multi-auto card like that, it was randomed. So each team that was represented on the card went to the team in the break. So say there was, and I think there were 2 Cubs on there. Like I think Bryant and Rizzo were part of the 10 guys. So if you had the Cubs spot, you received 2 spots in a 10-person random. Since it was a random break and my team was the Royals, I had Alex Gordon. So I had a 10% chance of pulling this booklet, which, by the way, comped at $2,000 at the time. $2,000. Thank you. Triple Threads. Thank you, Stacks and Packs. So I'm in that break, and I'm like Chris mentioned, I'm desperately trying to sell my spot. And I had initially offered like $250, and no takers. Like everybody was like, nobody else wanted a spot, and everybody that was already in, they're like, I'm good. I was like the only person trying to wheel and deal. It's like, man, if I can sell this for $250, I've already made a profit on this break. So at like the last second, somebody says, I'll give you 200. And I'm like, hey, boom, take it. I paid 50 for the break spot. And there's only a 10%. So this is like the numbers in my head. Like this is a 4x profit for me. And for them, it's a loss. It's either a 4x profit for me and I'm only giving up a 10% chance at this $2,000 card, or I take a $50 loss and have only a 10% chance. This story won't end. Right, I'm rambling. That's what we do here on Hobby Evolution. We ramble. So it comes up. And again, I sold this spot for $200. It comes up Kansas City Royals. The Royals spot won it. And so whoever I sold it to for $200 got a $2,000 card. But hey, I made money. But it's one of those where it's like, it's one of those situations where if you don't sell it, you're not going to win. If you do sell it, you're going to win. You're damned if you do. You're damned if you don't. But that was one of my first forays into breaking. And now I only participate in a few breaks here and there, and it's got to be pick your team, and all cards got to ship. Pretty much the only breaks I do, Elite Extra Edition, depending on the Cubs checklist, Bowman Draft, because I typically don't buy hobby boxes because in like Bowman, although Bowman I buy retail, I buy a lot of retail Bowman, so I get my fix with Bowman. But Bowman Draft, I maybe buy a box or two. So I'll get in on a Bowman Draft break. For Cubs, it's got to be pick your team, and those paper base have to ship. So we've got something sports cards in the chat. I also have to ramble this morning because I don't have a topic. Victor, what's up? We already said hi. We've already talked, Victor. This is why I don't record any videos. I wouldn't even know how to start with the camera, editing, YouTube. I stumble through it all. George says I got the Yankees in an Inception random team break. Ended up with an Aaron Judge RPA, sold it to a friend for $90 a couple years later. He won that deal. Well, you won that deal early because I'm sure you paid less than $90 for the break. In hindsight, of course, hindsight's 2020. George said I paid $35 for the spots, so at least I made money. Right, you did. You profited. Card Hobbyist, what is up? Diego, good morning. Terry says Real Breaks is great. They ship very fast. Always get my cards a few days after the break. They're awesome guys, awesome breakers. And I've said this many times that they are breakers that I would trust to break off camera. And I know that I'm going to get what was actually pulled. There's not, I don't know if there's another breaker. I'm sure you may listening have a breaker that you would trust to break off camera. But I know the guys well, and they have the utmost integrity. I would be very comfortable having them break something off camera and trusting the process. Jenny says, if you have no topic, let's start ripping them packs. Pack 3 from the top on the left side, pack 2 from the bottom on the middle, pack 4 from the top on the right. Let's go. Max, what's up? They do it the way they should be. Absolutely. Real Breaks, #1 in my books. I had a weird dream last night. We're only 13 minutes in, so I'm going to ramble some more. I had a weird dream last night. So when I was in high school, I worked at a IGA. And I had a dream last night. And every once in a while, I have a dream that I'm like, for some reason, I have to go back to my small hometown and work at the local IGA. It's like a bad Hallmark Christmas movie. So I had a dream last night that I was working at the IGA, and I completely forgot. It was kind of like how I run my YouTube. I completely forgot how to do it, how to run the cash register, and I had to close. And there was, I had a coworker who, my coworkers in my dream were not coworkers like ever at my local IGA. So maybe they were like characters in a TV show or movie I watched last night. I don't know. But a really weird dream, and somebody that was in like a Facebook group I was in, jumped through the front door and broke it. And then he posted it on Facebook. And so I told my boss, and I'm like, I know who did it. And then I went to Facebook and it wasn't there. And they ended up coming back, and there was a big to-do about it. It was a really weird. Oh, and so I went into the bathroom for some reason. And so the bathroom at the IGA back when I worked there, it was like this. It was basically they built it in this, like the store, like they had to build this bathroom. And it was just this makeshift crappy bathroom. But in my dream, it was like all opened up, like the fourth wall was open, and there were just a bunch of car batteries in the bathroom. It was really weird. And so there's always like I think there's reasons why things pop up in your dreams, and you're probably wondering, why in the hell were you dreaming about car batteries? Well, when I was back home this past weekend, maybe that's where it all like 3 days later, my mind's like remembering being back home because I drove by my local IGA, and my neighbor helped my mom replace the truck battery in my dad's 69 Chevy pickup. So that's probably why car batteries were on my mind. I don't know. Weird dream. Let's see. George says, Bo trusts me breaking off camera. He knows he's getting all the Cubs I pull if Ken ever sends them. Right on. Paige and Deanie Bean says, bricked cards and paper laws. You beat Jericho for the ROH championship. What's your prediction on Judge's number 62 baseball? Have seen 500K to 2 million. I think 2 million because that was the bounty that Memory Lane put on it. So I'm gonna say 2 million. I think the dude will sell it for 2 million. I don't know if it'll beat a Memory Lane or whoever put that bounty on, but I think 2 million is the price tag. You know what's crazy? That Mark McGwire ball went for 3 million back in 98, 25 years ago. Is that 20? Yeah, 24 years ago. What's $3 million today? Probably 4.5 million. So I think it'll go for 2. I think it'll go for 2 million. Max think it's going to go over. Heritage also said 2 million. So they're kind of setting the price, but maybe they're kind of on the low end, and some private collector, what's the Todd McFarlane, maybe he comes in and offers 4 or 3. So there could be a bidding war. So Max, now that I talk it out, I think you're right. I think it might be over 2 million. Herman, what's up? Good morning. Paige and Deanie Bean says, Dream is telling you Facebook is bad and do not use it, which ironically, I just used it right before I went live to put on my latest ad for the Madison Card Show, which is coming up Saturday, October 22nd, Sheraton Hotel on John Nolan Drive. Let's take a drink. This isn't the Spotted Cow, though. This is Dunkin' Coffee with the pumpkin spice filet creamer. So I put the ad up for the Madison Card Show, October 22nd, Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive, 9 to 3, 125 tables and free admission. Saturday, October 22nd, after the show, go down to Camp Randall and watch the Badger football team lose to Purdue. Actually, I have faith that Wisconsin's going to – here's my prediction on Wisconsin Badger football. Now that they made that coaching change, and whether or not this has any relevance to like how the rest of the season plays out, the coaching change, my prediction, the Badgers like go undefeated the rest of the way. I'm not sure who else is on the schedule, but they're gonna win a game that they shouldn't, if they even have one left on the schedule. I know they've got some of the big teams, so that's my prediction. Wisconsin's gonna be like the best team in college football from here on out. Wisconsin. Who do they play this weekend? Wisconsin football schedule. Let's see. They played Illinois last week. Northwestern. So they play at Northwestern. And the Badgers have struggled at Northwestern over the years. Michigan State. So there's a game that it's like, oh, the Badgers are going to lose to Michigan State. They got a pretty tough schedule. They've got Michigan State on the road. They've got Northwestern on the road, which they struggle. They've got Iowa at Kinnick, and they've got at Nebraska, which is Nebraska good this year? I can't remember if they're good. But I can see them. So there's 2, 4, 6 games left. I can see them going 6-0. And everybody's going to be like, oh, this is the coaching change. And then Jim Leonard's going to be the head coach, which I think they should hire Jim Leonard as the head coach anyway. Let's let's see. Where are we at? Jenny, power was out here Tuesday night, came back on Wednesday morning around 3 a.m. That's good to hear. Ed says New York Post reporting that he has already received a $2 million offer for the Judge Ball. Victor says, I'm doing a doubleheader next weekend, card show and Badger football. Very nice. Victor's going to hit up the Madison card show and then go down to Camp Randall, watch the Badgers and Boilermakers. It's homecoming at UW, homecoming football game for the Badgers. Max says there are a couple still we probably shouldn't win. Yeah, I think Michigan State is probably one of those, in Iowa. I think Michigan State and Iowa, those are probably the two games that the Badgers realistically should not win. But that Northwestern game is always at Northwestern. The Badgers struggle so much. Max will be very upset if Leonard doesn't get the job, because here's the thing, and I saw this, I don't know if it was probably on Twitter. Somebody's like, they should hire Lance Leipold from Kansas, and then Jim Leonard can be his defensive coordinator. And it's like, no, that's not going to happen, because if first off, Lance Leipold calls the shots, and will he hire, like, I'm sure he would hire Jim Leonard, but Jim Leonard going from the interim head coach, he's going to be, if he doesn't get the Wisconsin job, he will be a favorite for many jobs across the country, and he's not going to stay in Madison to be a defensive coordinator for another head coach. So that's not going to happen. So it's either Jim Leonard gets hired as the Badger football coach, which I think will happen. They've just got to post the job. And if he doesn't get the head coaching job, he's going to get another head coaching job elsewhere. Let's see. Max says, he's one of the top candidates to get a head coaching job in the Power 5. Absolutely. Cooter says Judge hit 10 home runs in interleagues, so there should be an asterisk on his American League record just to piss off the clean record crowd. Right. Absolutely. 73. That's the record. 73. It's in the record books. It happened. You can't erase history. Paige and Deanie Bean says also the 61-62 home run should be done under 150. Yeah, there's another one. There's another caveat. Under 154 games. So what else is going? Oh, I watched a really strange movie last night. It's from the 70s. And it was on, I think it was Pluto. It was called like the Little Girl Down the Lane, starring Martin Sheen and Jodie Foster. And it was in like the Halloween section. And I love 70s Halloween movies, 70s and early 80s. I love the cheesiness of that era. And it wasn't like a scary, it wasn't it was just a weird story. And I kind of stopped it like halfway through. I'm just going to have to go read the Rotten Tomatoes review or something. But if anybody's seen that movie, let me know what your thoughts are. It stars Jodie Foster. She's the little girl down the lane. She plays like a 13-year-old. And I looked it up. She actually was 13 when the Little Girl Who Lives Down the Lane, 1976, starring Jodie Foster, Martin Sheen. Just kind of a strange movie. Let's see. Terry says, have seen that multiple times. Sheen was a good creep. Yes. So Martin Sheen plays like this creepy, like pedophile, basically. And he does it, like Terry says, he does it very well. Jenny says, speaking of movies, my parents informed me what this Dahmer is not a movie for me, and y'all can watch it, but not me. I had no idea about that. So Jeffrey Dahmer, it was probably the Dahmer stuff happened in like he was caught in like 90 or 91. So it probably was before your time, Jenny. But yeah, it's a very disturbing story. He basically killed people and he ate body parts, and it was, yeah. I will say though, my wife and I finished the Dahmer. I think it's 8 or 10 episodes. We finished it the other night, and I think it was well done. Like the story, like, and if you're familiar with the Dahmer story, like it's like one of the most effed up stories ever in history. But I think the way they did the series, documentary. It's not documentary, it's more of a series, but I think it was done well. I think the story was told well, and it wasn't, there were certainly some disturbing parts in episodes, but it wasn't as graphic as what going in, I'm like, I don't know if I really want to watch this. Uh, but like the more and more like that I saw people watching it, it's like, okay, it's probably not as bad as I, think it is. And it wasn't, as far as the way they portrayed. About the only thing that and this is kind of this is going into like psychology and it's just sometimes because I'm into true, like I enjoy like true crime and these types of stories. Um, and I like these portrayals and how different directors and producers make these movies and series. And I know there's a certain population that don't like, because we are glorifying these serial killers. That's and normally I just kind of like pish posh on that. But I think with Dahmer, they almost portrayed Dahmer in this series on Netflix like you should feel sorry for him. Like because there were parts where certain things happen, like at school, or things that he said, how his parents treated him, and you feel bad. And you're not feeling bad for Dahmer and what he did. You're feeling bad for him in this particular series and how they're portraying him. That's the one part that it's like I didn't like. It was like I don't know. And so I was kind of on that side of the fence in terms of, oh, you're glorifying and you're making, you're trying to feel, which I think is yay on. Thanks Terry for dropping the name. Evan Peters played Dahmer. Good for him, because he played the part really well. And that accent, man, that accent. Some people were saying, "Oh my God, I can't take that accent." Like half the people in Wisconsin talk like that. When I first moved here, I'm like, man, everybody talks like they're from Fargo here in Wisconsin. Let's see, Mark. Good morning. Let's see. Can't wait for the baseball playoffs to start. I did see the. I looked at the bracket and I talked about this yesterday. It's like I probably won't watch an inning of the baseball playoffs, but as I say that, I'll probably end up watching like several games. But I looked at the bracket yesterday and it's like none of this like interest, like none of these teams really interest me. The Braves, because my buddy Herman, but outside of that, it's like, I don't know. I cringe to even say this, but because the story is so good with Albert Pujols and the Cardinals, I guess Judge, even though the numbers don't count in the playoffs, the home run numbers, there's still great storylines, like Judge coming off 62 home runs, Pujols at what he hit 703. So those storylines are still fresh. So those are cool. So maybe I'll dive in. But I'm kind of like, it's October. The Cubs are not in the playoffs. It's time to focus on scary movies. And then November 1st, that's when we start watching Christmas movies. Hallmark, baby. Max says, welcome to Wisconsin, home of the serial killers. I drive by the hardware store Ed Gein's family ran a few times a year, about a half hour away from me. So yeah, Ed Gein, another awful serial killer, which was the inspiration behind Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Google it or don't. It's equally disturbing as Dahmer. Let's see. Jenny says, I did watch that Netflix film from Wisconsin. Making a Murderer, Stephen Avery, which I have like mixed thoughts. Like over time, it's like, did he or didn't he? Let's see. Says he is wrongfully in prison for the second time. Yeah, Stephen Avery. making a murderer, Manitowoc. I have like mixed feelings on whether or not he is guilty. Dahmer had body parts in the fridge. Let's see. Card Hobbyist says per capita, Alaska produces the most serial killers. One more reason for me not to want to live in Alaska. I don't want to live in Alaska because it's damn cold up there. Screw that. It's cold enough here. George says, Patrick Wisdom. I did see that. I saw that tweet you tagged me in. Patrick Wisdom, my guy. Going to be in Korea for 4 games in November. That is cool. If you happen to like be within shouting distance of him, shout out Club 400, and you'll get a smile. Yesterday the chat was fire. Today meh. Max says Dahmer. It's probably because I'm talking about my dreams and serial killers. That's why the chat's meh. Dahmer is more psychological. Geen is just straight brutal. Avery is 100% guilty, but shouldn't be in jail if that makes any sense. LOL. Let's see. Terry says, I think Avery was definitely guilty. There's so many like, I don't know. It's like I read one thing and it's like, oh, he's guilty. And then I read another. It's like, oh, I don't know. That's sketchy. Cooter says Wisconsin also produced Bud Selig, the man who killed baseball. Ba-dum-ba. Victor, the rookie card specialist. What is up? Resident Alien on Peacock is really good. Oh, speaking of movies, I think it just came to Netflix yesterday. Mr. Harrigan's Phone, which is a Stephen King. So I will check that out. I'm a big King fan, and Stephen King's like range. How many books and because I'm like Mr. Harrigan's Phone. What novel is this based on? Oh, it's based on Mr. Harrigan's Phone. When did he write that? It's like a year ago. It's like Stephen King writes like 300 books a year. It's crazy. So that is on, I think, Netflix. So I'm gonna check that out at some point. Let's see. Card Hobbyist says, hit those thumbs up for the tangent talk and no sex bots this morning. Yes, please hit the thumbs up, like and subscribe. Max S. Selig did the exact opposite. I am anti-Bud Selig. Although here's the problem I have with Bud Selig. He's in the Hall of Fame, but Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Sammy Sosa, Rafael Palmeiro, Mark McGwire are not. That's a travesty because Bud Selig allowed all of the alleged PED usage to run rampant in baseball in the 90s. And I think that's why that's a big part of why he's in the Hall of Fame was because how baseball came out of the strike in 94 and had a renaissance in the late 90s. And here we are. Paige and Dini Bean says, I think you should read from Wikipedia. Must be something in the cheese curds, right? Card Hobbyist says the random page button on Wikipedia can produce interesting results. Let's see. That's a great point on Selig. So let's do that. Let's pick a random page on Wikipedia. And then I'm gonna break open. This is random. We're gonna let's type in baseball card. Or I don't know if I've ever done the random page. So I had a coworker who would waste time. He would pick something. He would like look at the wall. And so he would pick out like let's see, what do I have? Upper Deck. So he would like type in Upper Deck in Wikipedia, and then he would just click on links within Wikipedia and end up on like he would go from Upper Deck to like rabbits, just like random stuff. So let's is there a random page? But I'm on Wikipedia and it's let's see. I'm so non-techie that I don't know how to navigate Wikipedia. So let's type in baseball card. Baseball card. How's this for content? We're looking up baseball cards on Wikipedia. Let's see. So let's just type in, let's go back to the pre-1900. Here we go. Let's see. The oldest known surviving card shows the Brooklyn Atlantics from around 1860. Let's check out the Brooklyn Atlantics. I'm not familiar with the Brooklyn Atlantics. The Atlantic Baseball Club of Brooklyn was baseball's first champion and its first dynasty. The team was also the first baseball club to visit the White House in 1865 at the invitation of President Andrew Johnson. Wow. Established on August 14th, 1855, Atlantic became a founding member of the National Association of Baseball Players, the amateur sport's first governing body. In 1857, there were no professional clubs at the time. In 1859, with a record of 11 wins and 1 loss, Atlantic emerged as the recognized champions of baseball. Let's see. Wow, this is pretty cool. I had no idea about the Brooklyn Atlantics. Thank you, Wikipedia. It looks like they ceased to exist in 1875, a year before the National League was formed. Baseball card. The 1865 Atlantics are said to have been on the first ever baseball card. The only known card was archived at the Library of Congress since the 1880s, when the photographer Charles Williamson submitted the photo for copyright. It remained the only copy of this, quote, card known to exist until 2013, when another card was found in an old photo album at a yard sale. Oh, man, can you imagine that? Finding the very first baseball card at Ruth's garage sale down the street. The 148-year-old team photo was sold to an unnamed bidder for $92,000 when it went to auction in February 2013 in Maine. So there you go. There's history on the Brooklyn Atlantics and the first ever baseball card. Fascinating. Random article on left side menu, upper deck rabbit pen. Look up Frank. Watching till the crane gets here, but then I got a dip. You dip, Daniel? I haven't said it in a while. I can't get that impersonation on. You dip? Did you dip? Let's see. Frank probably has a past as a CIA deep agent, and all information is confidential. I think he worked in plumbing and heating. I think that's what he did. He's retired. But wait, Abner Doubleday invented baseball in 1869 in Cooperstown. Dun, dun, dun. Banana Land is on Hulu. It's about the Savannah Bananas. I saw they're doing I don't think it's a world tour, in a North American tour or a U.S. tour. They're going to be in Des Moines, Iowa, where the Iowa Cubs play. I think, is that next summer? Let's see. What's up, Boomslang? Good morning. Red Light 34. Good morning to you. So yeah, I literally didn't have anything to talk about this morning. So we got through 38 minutes of dreams, serial killers, and movies, and Wikipedia. Do people actually like the banana stuff? So so before we're going to open some pro debut, I'm going to open a few packs of these. But I do want to share my Savannah Bananas thoughts. I liken the Savannah Bananas to Harlem Globetrotters. It's not actual baseball. It's entertainment. It's like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. I do think their owner, I can't think of his name. I follow him on LinkedIn because he puts out some great content on LinkedIn. He's a great promoter. But as far as the baseball stuff is concerned, I think it's goofy. I think it's Harlem Globetrotter stuff. And I'm not a fan. It's sports entertainment, just like my professional wrestling. So that's my thoughts on the Savannah Bananas. Let's open some baseball cards. That's what we're here for, right? So I'm going to use my fancy box cutter that I got from Collects Card Dealer Pro. Let's open up Pro Debut 2022. Don't get me started on that. So let's see. Where's Jenny at? Jenny she picked out. Dan just finished watching The Fog and enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've seen that. I was watching a ton of 80s. We had a video store, and I don't know. There's Jenny. So Jenny, pick out. I know you did it before in the chat, but pack 3 from top on left. 3 from the left. Okay, so I think that's this one. So when I was in high school, we had a video store open up, and they carried VHS tapes. And this was like 1998 or 1999 when there was a new platform that I'm like, a DVD, like, that's not going to take over VHS tapes. Like, it's just a CD. And well, here we are. And now they're obsolete. But this video store opened up and they carried VHS tapes. Wah, wah, bad time. So it was in business and then they started carrying DVDs, but that didn't work out so well, especially in a town of 800. Not a good time to open a video store. So they had like a blowout sale when they went out of business, and like all their VHS tapes were like $1. So I think The Fog was one that I picked up for $1. A bunch of like cheesy 80s horror movies. So let's open up Topps Pro Debut. Max just snagged a bunch of horror VHS last weekend for a great deal. Awesome. Many of the actors Carpenter used were also in Halloween. Oh, yeah, that's a John Carpenter film. So here we go. Oselvis Basabe of the Bowling Green Hot Rods. Here we got Adley Rushman, Orioles. Diego. Is Diego here? Diego Velasquez. Let's see. So, by the way, on Topps Pro Debut, see the Pro Debut logo? That means it's their first Topps Pro Debut card, much like a first Bowman logo. You notice that Adley Rushman does not have that logo because he's been in the set before, the product before. Diego Velasquez, first Topps Pro Debut card. Minor League Baseball has the best names, the Hot Rods. Yeah. And so here we've got another one like the Marlins. Let's see, Florida Gulf Coast League, I think. Let's see. Here we've got the River Dogs. That's another great minor league name. Heriberto Hernandez of the Charleston River Dogs. Darren Baker, the son of Dusty. Fredericksburg Nationals. Card Hobbyist brings up a great point. Jay Allen of the Arizona Reds. So historically, I agree with you on Heritage Minors. I've been buying cases of Heritage Minors since 2015. Heritage Minors was the very first time I ever bought a case of baseball cards in 2015. And I bought a couple packs like around that same time of Pro Debut. Didn't like Pro Debut. And last year, for some reason, I think it came out at a different time. There was no other products, and I bought a case of Pro Debut last year. I absolutely loved it. I probably still prefer, I don't know, like since I've opened Pro Debut last year and now this year, I still love Heritage Minors, but Pro Debut is like, it's not like the redheaded stepchild anymore. Let's see. Jenny says the Saints finally have some cards in Pro Debut. Yes, the St. Paul Saints are now, they formerly were an independent league team. So now they are part of Major League Baseball in the minor league system. There are no Savannah Bananas. Savannah Bananas are an independent league team. So these are officially licensed by minor league baseball or however that works. Here's George Valera, Akron Rubber Ducks. The Akron Rubber Ducks. We've got Edis Leonard. The Great Lakes Loons. His first Pro Debut card. Here we've got Marco Luciano. I think we've got some color. We've got a blue coming up. This is in the middle pack. So the next pack I open is on the top far left, which will likely be the autograph. It is, because this is a blue paper parallel. This is Eric Pena of the Columbia Fireflies. Yeah, the old Albuquerque Isotopes reminds me of The Simpsons. Henry Davis, blue, numbered out of 150. Card Hobbyist enjoys the fun minor league team names on classic Topps design. I just think the time Pro Debut comes out, I'm already tired of the flagship design. That's a good point. I get you. So we're gonna sleeve him, put him where over there. Let's see, Matt Frazier, and that's kind of the thing about both of these products. The minor league season is over, and now we're getting the minor league products from this past year. Here we go, Jason Dominguez, and this is his first Pro Debut card. He has not been in Pro Debut. You may think he's 29 years old, but no, he's only 19. He will not turn 20 until February, born in February. He will not turn 20 until February. Let's see. Pro Debut so late. Yeah, it's I think it was late last year, but typically it's a June release. historically speaking. Pro debut has been a June release. Heritage Minors has always been late, has always been like September. And it's October this year. It is, I have it up here. Oh, no, I think it's November this year for Heritage Minors. By the way, Topps Archives is set to release next week. I was on Blowout's website yesterday and was looking at like pre-orders, and I saw Archives, which, by the way, I do not recommend buying hobby boxes of Archives. It's a great retail product, but not good for hobby boxes. So I'll be looking for that next week in Walmarts and Targets. Brainer Bonacci, Salem Red Sox. Here we've got a base card of Henry Davis, who we pulled the blue. Oh, by the way, he plays for the Grasshoppers. Let's see, read his stats. Whose stats should I read? Jason Dominguez? I assume you're talking about Jason Dominguez. So let's take a look at Jason Dominguez stats. So before I read Jason Dominguez's stats, I do want to tell you that he is 3.3 years younger than the league average player. So he's way young for the leagues he's been playing in. So 2021, he's only played 1 year of professional baseball. Remember, he's only 19. He played in 56 games between the Florida League, the Florida Rookie League, and the Tampa Tarpons. I always have to be careful when I say that. 56 games. He had 206 at bats, 52 hits. So he had an average of 252. Again, remember, he's 3.3 years younger than the average player in those leagues. So his slash line was 252, 379. Or wait, am I reading that backwards? His average was 252. His OPS was 731, and his slugging was 379. Let's see. He had 9 doubles, a triple, and 5 home runs, 19 RBI, 9 stolen bases in 56 games. Jason Dominguez, that was his 2021 stats, which for 18 years old, that's pretty good. Pretty good for an 18-year-old. Let's see. Grasshoppers, yeah, great name. This is a new one called Talkville. It's great to watch an episode each week and then hearing them talk about what they remember from filming it. Oh, talking about Smallville. So talking about podcasts. There's a podcast, if you were a TGIF fan in the 90s, Boy Meets World. I loved Boy Meets World, and I talked about this in a previous show. There is a podcast, what's it called? Talk Meets World or something like that. It's with Topanga, Eric Matthews, who is the older brother, and Ryder Strong, who played Corey's best friend, Sean. And they have awesome chemistry. And the podcast, if you liked Boy Meets World, and they have like guests, they have like 2 podcasts a week. They'll go through, they'll watch an episode, and then they'll have like, they had a show creator on, they had like a casting agent on, they had Minkus on as a special guest, they had the dad on, they had Mr. Feeney on. It's an amazing podcast. If you liked Boy Meets World, check out the podcast. I'm a huge fan. Jackson Merrill, Roberto Campos. Oh, we did not have an autograph in the top row of this box. The first 3 or 4 boxes that I opened, there was an autograph in the top left pack. I love this insert set. The 1960 design with basically Hall of Famers or stars. I think Kevin Millar's in this set. And then they're in their minor league. So this is the Denver Bears, Tim Raines. Jackie Robinson is in there. Ted Williams. No Cubs, unfortunately. Here's Benny Montgomery. Vivas of the Great Lakes Loons. And we've got the Red Sox first rounder, Marcelo Meyer. I pulled a color of his in one of the boxes I opened. Let's do a couple more packs. We're only at 49 minutes. Uncle Rich is in the house. What is up, Rich? He tells you to hit the like button. Thank you, Rich. Like and subscribe. We've got Deshaun Knowles of the Inland Empire 66ers. Yeah, it does seem like there's a lot. And I think there's another, oh man, they talked about it on the Boy Meets World podcast. There's another podcast in the works. oh man, I can't remember who's. Oh, it's the girls from Step by Step. Stacy Keenan and Christine Lakin are going to be doing a podcast. I think it's coming out this fall. They said, which it is fall, so pretty soon. This is here's another. This is a classic name. This one's been around for a while. Hedbert Perez, Carolina Mudcats. Carolina Mudcats. Let's see. Rich loves pro debut. It's usually very affordable with decent inserts and good hits. Absolutely. So I got these. My box price on these through Blowout Cards was about $65 per box, and you get 4 autos per box. Let's see. Dan wants to know, are you serious? I don't know what that's in reference to, Dan. Are you serious? There's a future Brave. When will you be listing base pro debut to shop? Probably this weekend. So I want to get them all open. I've been doing something to make me more efficient. As I open each pack, well, I'm not doing it right now, but when I'm out on the rec room floor opening these, I'm sorting them out so it's faster, so I don't have to sort 12 boxes worth in one sitting. It's just as I go. Alejandro PA. So here's the Toledo Mud Hens, Riley Green. Dan says about the podcast with Stacy Keenan. She was my crush. Ah, yeah. Stacy Keenan, My Two Dads, Step by Step. She's an attorney now. She got out of acting. Here we've got some color. Ian Moeller. We still haven't. I'm going to go until we pull an auto. There's 4 autos per box. I was only going to open a few packs because I thought we'd pull an auto in the first couple. Here we've got the Jersey Shore Blue Claws. Jersey Shore Blue Claws. Hey, our first Cub. Finally, James Triantos. Cubs have like 12 players on the checklist in pro debut, so I'm loving that. And a couple first-time guys that don't have mini cards. Let's see. Card Hobby said Joe Nuxhall made MLB debut at age 15, then didn't play again until 23. Yeah. And then wasn't he a broadcaster for the Reds for a long, long time? In fact, he still might be broadcasting Reds games. Let's see. We'll put Triantos up there. Melot, 17 years, 1 month, and 120 or in 25 days. Jimmy Fox. So here we've got Andrew Painter of the Florida Phillies. Joshua Baez, Florida Cardinals. Jordan Vyers, the Phillies. So we're going until we pull an auto this in one of these packs. Nuxhall no longer with us, so if he is still doing Reds, that would be quite the story. Okay, so Joe Nuxhall no longer broadcasting anything. Well, he might be somewhere in the skies. Emmanuel Rodriguez of the Twins. Adrian Del Castillo, I think he was last year. Miami Hurricanes. I remember he was, at one time, he was like a projected like first-round pick. Pretty high pick, but I think he fell to the second round. All right, we still haven't pulled an auto. How many packs have I opened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs without an auto. How many packs are in a box? 24. So I guess that's pretty, yeah. So I guess every 6 packs there should be an auto. Let's see. Okay, got a Jet. Thank you, Herman. Thanks for jumping on. Hopefully Topps didn't forget to insert the autos. I have not had that happen. Knock on wood. Where's the wood? Where's the wood? I don't have any wood around. Here's knock on plastic. I haven't had that happen in any boxes. Let's see. This is going to be an insert, so I don't think we're going to have an auto in this pack either. Reggie Preciado. Oh, speaking of, though, if you watched my WWE Heritage break yesterday, I opened 6 hanger boxes and did not pull an Alexa Bliss base card. And I knew that the next box I opened, I would pull one. And guess what? I did. I've opened 7 hanger boxes, and it was the very top card in the 7th box. I did the first 6 boxes on YouTube live yesterday afternoon. And then I decided before I made dinner, I'm going to open one more hanger box. And boom, Alexa Bliss right on top. Austin Wells, the Yankees, they are the Hudson Valley Renegades. That's a good name. That's a good name. The Renegades. Card Hobbyist has to go. I'm going to go as soon as I pull an auto. So we're going to keep streaming until we pull an auto. 7 packs in, no autos. The house has beaten us. Uncle Rich, it's too early. Town boy. Sam Bachman. Oh, here's another good name. The Tri-City Dust Devils. The Tri-City Dust Devils. We've got Maximo Acosta. Man, the Rangers. I don't think there's going to be an auto in this pack. There's not. It's another insert. Holy cow, we are 8 packs in. Nary an auto. Kevin Millar, one of those inserts. Looks like he's wearing a throwback for the Portland Sea Dogs. That's another one. The Portland Sea Dogs is another classic. Memphis Redbirds, Nolan Gorman. We've got Jefferson Kiro. I don't know if I'm saying that. I'm pronouncing it like Yokiro Taco Bell. Noah Miller of the Twins. I did pull a Noah Miller auto. I think I listed it on eBay last night. I did list a few autos that I pulled last night on eBay into my eBay store. So here we go. Is this pack number 9? We're due for an auto. We're due for an auto. Colson Montgomery, White Sox. Bearded Bookworm, what is up? Is this one of the boxes that has a pack of the special cards? I don't think so. This is just Topps Pro Debut. Another insert. No autos. 9 packs in. What is going on? What is going on here? That was Mr. Belding, another classic 90s show. Yairo Pomares, Eugene Emeralds. Here's Acuna, Luis Angel Acuna. Cody Morissette of the Jupiter Hammerheads. There's another good name. The Jupiter Hammerheads, in one of my favorites because they were a Cubs affiliate for a while. The Lansing Lugnuts. Lansing Lugnuts. I saw them play a few times when old Corey Patterson played for the Lansing Lugnuts. Hesop Choi. All right, pack number 10. We've got to have an auto in here. We've got to have an auto. I think we have an auto. I don't see an insert. Was Even Stevens during your time? I don't think so. I think that was after. I don't remember even. Like, I remember the Round Rock Express. That's a great name because of the Nolan Ryan. I know of Even Stevens, but I think that came on like after I was watching stuff like that, I think. I don't remember. I never watched it. So I think it came on. I think it was on after. We've got Ian Lewis. Oh, by the way, I opened a couple more boxes. Still no autos. Still, there's 4 autos per box. I'm 10 packs in, and I have not pulled an auto. Jeez. Maybe knocking on plastic went against me. No LV Marte. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, I opened 2 more boxes last night, and I got some Cubs. I think I pulled 2 Cubs autographs and a parallel. And I see some color. We might have a color auto in this one. There is color in this pack. Brian Ramos of the Kannapolis Cannonballers. Kannapolis Cannonballers. Tristan Cassis. Now the town name is better than the team name. Wooster. It's kind of like, I think Wooster is like Louisville. Like it's the correct pronunciation is using as few syllables as possible. Louisville, Worcester, Louisville. What's up, baseball card curmudgeon? No autos in this pack. It's a pink parallel, non-auto. The Jersey Shore Blue Claws. Well, I'm just going to keep opening until we get an auto, because then I can show Topps like, hey, this is my box. Here's a Cub, Christian Franklin, Myrtle Beach Pelicans. Put him on the Cubs pile. TJ White. What's up, baseball card curmudgeon? Opening some Topps Pro Debut. I think 11 packs in, and I have not pulled an auto. You're supposed to get 4 autos per box. Let's see. So here's the box. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12. So I think I've opened 12 packs. Let's see. Donovan says Topps just setting it up so you can sell hot packs, right? Yeah. There's 4 packs left. Is there an auto? Let's see. Angel Martinez. Now, I did pull an auto of him yesterday, and he's got a really cool signature. Colin Burns of the Delmarva Shorebirds. Another cool minor league name, Shorebirds. Here we've got the Fresno Grizzlies. Warming Bernabel. We've got Justin Foscue of the Frisco Rough Riders. You would dip? Why you dip? Where's my autographs? They dipped. My autographs dipped. No autos in this pack. Well, I'm glad I saved this for like a video. I can say, hey, Topps, 24 packs, no autos in this box. Did you say Del Mar? I said Delmarva. Delmarva Shorebirds. Delmarva, I think Maryland. Delmarva, Maryland. Here we go. We're going to keep opening until we pull an auto. I've pulled, I think, 3 color non-autos. 0 autos. And I think this is another insert. I think this box is a skunk. We are getting skunked. Topps. I'm getting skunked here. Kyle Manzardo. Jalen Palmer of the Brooklyn Cyclones. I don't even know. Like I mentioned earlier, I've never had a box that guarantees you, and it says 4 autograph cards per box. There's an asterisk next to the autograph. May contain redemption cards with expiration dates, no purchase necessary. Says 4 autograph cards. So by my understanding, that means every box has 4 autographs. Now, we still have, 11 packs to go? There could still be 4 autographs. Maybe they just put them in the bottom packs. We're just going to keep opening this whole box until we get an auto. I might as well open the whole box since I'm over halfway in. Anyway, I think this might be an insert in this pack. Alec Thomas of the Reno Aces. We've got Anthony Solomito of the Florida Pirates. Oh, we've got blue non-auto. Jose Torres of the Dayton Tortugas. Oh, Daytona. They formerly the Daytona Cubs. Carson Williams, non-auto blue. No autos in this box. Are you going to be pissed if no autos? I won't be pissed. I'll be upset. I'll reach out to Topps and be like, hey, watch all 1 hour and 15 minutes of my video. Fast forward to the 30-minute mark when I start opening. I won't be pissed, but I'll be disappointed and a little upset, and I'll have to reach out to Topps, hopefully, and I'll probably after this video, I'm going to go watch my guy Jim Kramer. I don't know if Cooter probably left me. He's watching Jim Kramer now. And I'll open the rest of the boxes so I can get these listed in my eBay store. Cubby alert, Yohendrick Panango. Robert Dominguez of the Mets. So again, 0 autos, and I think I'm 13 or 14 packs in. Oh, hey! We have an auto. No, this isn't the auto. We have an auto! We have an auto! Max Ferguson, Lake Elsinore Storm. We are not getting skunked today, folks. First auto, and let me count how many packs that was. How many packs in was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That was the 15th pack. 15 packs before I got my first auto, and there are supposed to be 4 autos per box. There's 24 packs. Cooter's still here. Now he's going to go watch Kramer. He saw the auto. Here's Alexander Canario. So I'm just going to rip the last. We have 4, 7, 9 packs left. Might as well open the rest, right? Kramer can wait. So we pulled 1 auto. So 9 packs left. There should be 3 autos. We've got Oselvis Basabe. Oh, wow. Wasn't this the first pack I opened? Oselvis Basabe, followed by Adley Rushman, followed by Diego Velasquez, because I said he's got that first debut logo, and Adley Rushman doesn't. I don't know if Amador was in that pack or not. Eguy Rosario, San Antonio Missions. So no auto in this pack. Ryan Bliss. Visalia Rawhide. There's Lonnie White of the Pirates and Colton Cowser. I did pull a gold auto of Colton Cowser in one of my boxes. All right, we're down to what? 8 packs? Hit the like button if you haven't already. Ooh, we've got some color. I think it's gold. Be nice if it's a gold auto. Make it worth the wait. By the way, I'm not on my phone this morning, so it won't. The stream won't die. Here we've got, oh, it is gold, but it's a non-auto. Cal Conley of the Augusta Green Jackets, which is a great name because of where Augusta is. Of course, we have the Masters. The Green Jackets, a play on the green jacket of the Masters. Numbered 18 out of 50, Cal Conley. So we're still at one auto. Still at one auto. Out of, and I think we're down to 7 packs to go. Milkar Perez of the Modesto Nuts. Max says, oof, Kramer. I don't mind Josh Brown, but the other talking heads. Who's Josh? I don't know Josh Brown. So I watched the 8 a.m. with Kramer and who's the other guy? Well, there's 2 other guys. Kramer and where's Cooter? Cooter's got to answer this. There's 2. They just I enjoy the chemistry that they have on their 8 a.m. show. And then by the 9 o'clock crew, I'm not a big fan of. Brennan Davis, Iowa Cubs, Brennan Davis. Dalen Lyle of the Nationals. Urbina of the Fort Myers Mighty Muscles. That's a great name. Jenny is back. Had to run the recycling out. Oh, no auto. So Jenny, we have pulled an auto. I think you were taking you were down at the curb with your recycling. I did pull an auto, but we're only one auto. Only one auto. And we're down to, this was the auto, Max Ferguson, Lake Elsinore Storm. I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs. There should be 3 autographs in these 6 packs. We'll see. Only one auto. You're supposed to get 4 autos per box. We've only gotten 1. Oh, and I think this is going to be an insert. I'm going to keep ripping so I can show Tops, hey, you shorted me X number of autographs. Ed Howard, Myrtle Beach Pelicans. Another Myrtle Beach. Pete Crow Armstrong, who has moved up to the number 1 prospect in the Cubs organization. Love the next card. It's not an auto, but it's an insert. Brennan Davis, Brick by Brick. That's a very cool insert. Love that set. Cubbies. So we're supposed to get 3 autos in the next 5 packs. We'll see if that's the case. I don't have faith that that's going to be the case. We'll see. And last card is a Cub, Nelson Velasquez. So we're down to 5 packs. 5 packs, and I'm short 3 autos. So here we go. All right. Ooh, the top card is bent. Khalil Watson, bent corner. We're going to throw him over here. He'll go in the quarter box. Robert Poison. Oh, we have an auto. We have an auto. We have an auto. We have an auto. And look at this. It's kind of in a strange Sharpie. Does not look like the others. Milkar Perez of the Modesto Nuts. So we are at 2 autos. 2 autos, 2 autos, 2 autos. Jose Salas. And we're down to what? 4 packs. So we've got 2 autos in 4 packs. Can we do it? Yeah, it does. It looks like an in-person autograph. But it does have, it is on a sticker though. So here we go. We've got 4 packs left, and there should be 2 autographs in these last 4 packs. Talk about saving the best for last. I was going to open, I'll open 3 packs, 4 packs, because there's going to be an auto in one of those first packs. Not the case. Not so fast, my friends. Aurelvis Martinez. Oh, would have been nice if the insert was an auto of the player. This is just a cool card. Jackie Robinson. I pulled the green parallel in one of the boxes. Numbered out of 99, Montreal Royals. So we've got, 3 packs remaining after this. So there should be 2 autographs in the next 3 packs. There's Max Ferguson's base card we pulled the auto of earlier. I did not expect to rip the whole box this morning, but here we are. 3 packs to go. Will there be an auto in this pack? The numbers say there should be. Kobe Mayo of the Aberdeen Ironbirds. Cooper Bowman. Hey, we've got an auto coming up. We've got an auto. Pedro Pineda. So this is a wacky box, and I say that because we've had duplicate packs. I've pulled 2 Adley Rushmans in this box, and now I've pulled 2 Jason Dominguez cards. That typically should not happen. Oscar Colas. Because I think what's the base set? 200? Yeah, 200 cards. 200 cards, 4 autos, so that's 236. Inserts fall. So yeah, there's probably 30. Well, no, that math doesn't work. So yeah, I guess you do get a couple duplicates on average. Because there's 24 packs, 4 autos. So there should be 20 inserts. Is that math right? 20 inserts. Check if one of them is an SP. You should have an SP photo variation. So it looks like this will not be an auto. Yeah, I've got to go back and look because I don't know what the SPs look like. I'll probably know once I rip more, just because it's, I'm looking at so many. So the last pack is going to be a hot pack because we've pulled 3 autos, 4 per box. So the last pack should have an auto. James Triantos, Cubs. And we've got Matt Frazier. Now, this is kind of a wacky box. But the first 3 autographs, so we're down to 1 pack. We pulled Max Ferguson, base auto, Milkar Perez, base auto, and Pedro Pineda, base auto. So my thought process, this could be a color. This could be a color auto. Last pack. Last pack should have an auto. Let's make it color. Let's make it a red. Is red? I don't even know if red's a color in this product, but let's make it a really low number. Let's see. I don't see color. So there's either not an auto in this pack, or it's just another base auto. So we will see. We've got George Valera, Edis Leonard, Marco Luciano. Okay. Judgment Day. The auto should be after Eric Pena. Ooh. Oh, we were skunked. No autos. So we were shorted an auto. So this is the pack. Last pack, shorted 1 auto. So, and I won't be upset until I open all of them. And really, if I'm shorted 1 auto, it's not like I'm going to, Topps, you owe me a $3 Topps Pro Debut auto. If I'm shorted 1 auto out of the whole case, I probably won't be too upset. So, and they could make up with it. The next box I open might have 5 autographs. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and open the rest. So with that, I bid you adieu. I did not expect to go this long, especially with how we started talking about all kinds of random non-baseball card stuff. That was some last pack, no mojo. I know. That was like, wah, wah. This should be a hot pack. Wah, wah. Guess what? The baseball card said nay. So hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it. Back at it tomorrow morning for a free-for-all Friday. And I will be live on Saturday and Sunday mornings because I don't have any card shows. A week from Saturday, though, we've got the big Midwest premiere at the Indoor Sports Center in Loves Park. 250 tables. 250 tables. It runs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day, Saturday and Sunday, October 15th and 16th. Again, that's in Loves Park, Illinois, right next to Rockford, an hour west of O'Hare Airport on I-90. Come check us out. 2-day show, 250 tables next weekend. So have a great day. We will chat tomorrow.